Hey guys, cool blonde way back. I'm Rick.
I'm Maggie.
We're here with Haikyuu, where I think maybe it's time for the Tournament of Dreams. Hopes and dreams for victory.
For some reason, the Tournament of Dreams sounds like something that happens after death. In like some sort of a mythology, epic story.
Maybe. It's the opposite of the Dark Tournament from Yu Hakusho.
Yeah.
Which, if this tournament is anywhere near that, then we're in for a good time.
There was like guns and swords involved.
That's probably the best tournament ever.
And like a lot of weird trolls. But the crowd was into it, so you can't complain, I'd say, as long as you have a hot crowd.
It's true.
And that crowd was hot.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to just, like, obviously the matches, but yeah, seeing the stadium where these matches are going to take place. I assume it's all going to be televised.
It's got to be the big one, right?
Yeah, so, like, we can cut and see, like, Suki's brother and Hinata's family watching and excited. Or do you think they'll come to the arena itself? I don't know.
How will we be able to get through, like, one episode will cover, like, 5 minutes of the game? Because it'll have to cut to, like, all of these various point of views.
Will there be a blimp that says fly?
Old Coach Yukai would not do that.
Will Hinata get up to it? Let's find out. We're here.
It's so exciting!
Are you as nervous as they are?
Yeah! Oh, they're adorable. I love them all.
I don't know if they're going to win. Probably.
Shut up. They're going to do their best.
They are.
And they do their best. They're the best.
I love that Coach Yukai is also nervous. This is his first time being coach.
Yeah.
So.
I mean, he was raised by, like, people in the sport. I don't know.
True. But, like, you know, it's like I was raised by a mechanic. But because he could fix all the cars, I never had to learn any fixing of cars. So, like, if your dad is one of the greatest volleyball coaches ever, then...
What, maybe you never pick up a ball?
No, like, but, like... Oh,
fix it.
like, you don't have to give the lessons, because everyone's looking at your dad.
You always just say, fetch.
I love the highlight video.
Yeah, that's pretty awesome.
I mean, it's ridiculous because, like, it's clearly just footage from the anime.
I don't care.
Like, there's no way he could have gotten some of those shots.
Maybe they were seeing...
But I love the concept.
Maybe they were seeing literally footage from anime, like quality, like drawn and everything like that. So it wasn't actually filmed, it was drawn and created, and it looks like the TV show. But you have to remember, they're IRL watching this, and it's so hype and awesome.
They should have had, instead of him being a video producer, have him be a manga artist.
Yeah.
And, like, they have a manga, and then it's just panels from the manga.
And it's just so awesome. It's pretty cute.
It's fun to see everyone deal with the nerves in their own way.
Yeah. Some watching the videos. Some just, need to get the excitement out.
Fantasizing about girls.
No, they were just trying to distract themselves in any way, shape, or form. And that is always the easiest shape and form to get distracted by for them.
Nishi
Noya, it's like giving in to, like, my opportunity. It's like, I truly have no choice in this matter. And just, like, he's their libero of all people to be the fastest at blocking or catching himself somehow. It should be him.
He saw an opportunity and he took it.
He saw an opportunity and he went boneless. His arms were like lax. Like he just swan dived or something, and there was nothing more he could do. And it was just a little bump by Hinata.
Well, yeah, it was a domino effect, right? Because Hinata got bumped by someone else, but she stopped the domino. What was her name? Kanoka?
Noya? I don't know.
She's from Niyama.
Niyama. Yeah, it was N and it had 2 I's, right?
Yeah. Niiyama.
Yeah, I remember that one, but not her name.
Something like Kanoka.
She's pretty, though.
Kenora?
And it was kind of fun seeing, like, Tanaka, interacting smoothly, like himself, for a little bit. And it's like, oh, crap.
Right.
The hormones caught up. Oh, that was funny. I'm just here trying to escape my drunk sister.
She started early on New Year's. It was morning. By yourself, too.
Yeah, I
guess she's pre-gaming We're still gaming, because I guess you drink New Year's Eve, right? So she's probably still partying.
And maybe, she's taking care of all that so that, later on, she doesn't have to drink, maybe. She can be all focused.
All the Japanese seem like Catholics. They're all going to the shrine on New Year's.
I know, but that sounds fun.
Getting your fortune cookie.
Yeah. The fortunes were, like, tied on those strings that went across. I'm not sure if the people tie them there or if that's where you get them from.
Not sure.
That was awful funny about Asahi, too. It's like, I get that, too. Where it's like, if you didn't have bad luck, you wouldn't have any luck at all. Like, been there at times.
Yeah.
And then, there's other times where it's like, oh, we've been trying to get a hold of you for 6 months because you won this thing. You signed up. You fill out a ticket when you check out of a store or something like that, and it turns out you won it months before. And it's like, oh my, what? No, this is impossible. This doesn't happen.
I wonder, like, that sort of superstition stuff. I wonder if it's more prevalent here in Japan. I would guess.
I would say where there's humans, it exists. It's just what you would call, like, what one culture would call superstitious in another culture, that culture would call something else they do over here superstitious. So it's like, I feel like there's an even quantity, across all, like, groups of people and cultures and such. It's just, viewed differently. Because I remember before we got married, like, I forget who it was that was asking us, like, what sort of things we wanted to do then. They were talking about, like, some sort of a weird sand thing where it's like one person, we both have sand and we, like, pour it together and it mixes. And I'm like...
At the wedding ceremony.
Yeah, like, there was something like that. And there was also something else, like a big candle thing. And I was like, I've never heard of these things. What are you talking about? And it's like, what?
I think that's just more symbolic more than it is. Like, superstition is like, don't see the bride in her wedding gown before the wedding. Like,
or you have to keep a piece of cake from your wedding cake and eat it a year later.
Something borrowed, something blue.
Yeah, exactly. Or that sort of things. Like, those are all superstitions. It's like, you could go a bit further and say, like, a lot of the things of just, whatever the prevalent religion is for this area could be considered all superstitions, to be honest.
Yeah, I've never really understood any of it. Or, like, the purpose of it.
Yeah, so that's why I'm kind of under the auspice that everybody's got it. It's just whether or not you label it yourself as superstition, so. But I like their traditions and such for the holidays. It just... Something about having a holiday where you wake up early in the morning and you go out and take a walk and visit a pretty location, like... That seems appealing. Like,
but the Catholics, like, Catholic churches are very pretty.
Yeah, sure, but it's like, it seems like most of the holiday sort of events around here revolve around either, like, eating a great deal, like, coming together in, like, great amounts and eating a great deal, or, like, really loud fireworks or stuff like that. like Halloween is a bit better because you like, you visit everybody, you visit various houses and you get candy and such, but it's still like you're basically just collecting a whole bunch of stuff to eat. And I don't know, just something as secluded as basically just waking up early in the morning. You don't even have to go with other people. You just go somewhere and you know. That just seems appealing to me. It's quiet, relaxed, but also kind of like, I don't know, it seems fun.
I like Easter egg hunts. That's a ritual I can get behind.
Last Easter egg hunt I was at, it was like a whole bunch of people with loudspeakers around the outside screaming their heads off at the adults to get out and quit grabbing the eggs for their kids. It's like, oh gosh.
All right, well, I think we're going to start. Is there any, like, ritual we should do before the next episode to give Cross no luck? As we get into it?
I don't know.
We do have a ritual and reactions.
Yeah.
Thank you guys for joining us for our reaction to Haikyuu. We're getting into the Spring Nationals next week, which is so soon. But if you don't want to wait, you can check out our reaction right now over at blindwave.com, where you can go beyond and see up to the next 4 reactions right now. See you guys next week.